So, a lot of you have asked,
But what's the best mask?
meaning, I think, what's the best all-around disposable respirator that I can buy? Now, the answer to that is there is no one best disposable respirator that you can buy because fit is highly individual. However, some perform well and pass fit tests for most people. So these recommendations are masks that are good for most people. They might not be perfect for you, but these are a good place to start if you're looking for the best disposable respirator. Okay, we've got several options in the US and Canada market. Top recommendation is the 3M Aura N95, which comes in several flavors. The 9205 has blue rubber head straps, the 9210 has elastic fabric straps, and the 1870 with the red rubber straps has extra fluid resistance, which makes it the preference for healthcare. They're all good. If you're buying from a third-party seller on Amazon, please do some research to check out if they're trustworthy. Auras should come individually wrapped, and 3M has an authenticator tool on their website. If the Aura is too big for you, or you have a smaller face and are having trouble finding anything that fits, you might as well give the 3M VFlex Small a try. On the other hand, if the Aura is too small for you and you've got a large face and are having trouble finding anything that fits you, give the VFlex Regular a try. VFlex comes in two flavors. The 1804 is more fluid resistant and is especially for healthcare. However, it's harder to get, and the 9105 is perfectly fine. The Wellbefore Premium 3D Pro KN95 mask KF94 style with the stapled head straps comes in black and denim, so very cute and available in the United States. If you are in Europe, a top recommendation is, surprise, surprise, the 3M Aura. The 9320 with the blue straps is the FFP2 version, and for even greater filtration performance, you could get the FFP3 9330 with the red straps. However, do not buy the 9310, that is an FFP1 and it is useless. The Draeger Explorer 1920 FFP2 in small is actually a good fit for most faces and has a neat nose bridge and chin fold section that I haven't seen in other respirators. The small here is also a good fit for those with small faces who wish the Aura fit them a bit more snugly. I put myself in this category. There's also a medium large available. This is a big mask for big heads. If the Aura is too small for you, this would be a good choice. And yes, these recently got approved as N95s in the US. However, as far as I know, they're not super easy to get a hold of there yet. The VFlex isn't sold in Europe, sorry. However, a brief interruption. Are you in the UK? Are you looking for a homegrown duckbill style like the VFlex or a homegrown trifold like the Aura? Consider giving the Alpha Solway IX HX series a try or the C series and letting me know if they're any good because they look pretty nice, but you can't get them outside the UK, so I actually have no idea how well they fit most people. If you are in Australia, oh boy, you have access to the Trident P2 respirator, which comes in seriously so many sizes. People who can't fit the standard Aura will love these, and the extra small fits kids, yay! If you are in Asia, specifically Hong Kong, Taiwan, or Macau, Savewo is a really strong option with their 3D Mask Extreme Pro FFP3, which comes in one size. However, it's pretty expensive. You can also order this from the US with their US website. Their US shipping is pretty reasonable. Savewo also ships to Europe and the rest of Asia with their international website, but honestly, the shipping is pretty expensive. For those who only like earloops, the Savewo Ultra 3D is cool because it comes in four sizes. Earloops do not protect you as well as head straps, but if you only want earloops, Savewo is a good option for those in the US or Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan. I wanted to throw in an honorable mention for the fish-style Lianji masks with the head straps, the HYX1002 KN100 and the YXP301 FFP3. I didn't really know what category to put these in. They're FFP masks and KN masks, but the company sells them in US dollars and ships to a bunch of places. I've heard some good things about these, but they're not as widespread as others, so I can't promise they're amazing, but they look good and have a great price at like 25 to 50 US dollar cents a mask. The shipping prices to Europe and Asia are pretty reasonable. The shipping to the US is more expensive. I did want to add that they are one of the only companies that I've seen listing shipping prices for Brazil. It's expensive, like over 20 bucks, but the fact that they will send them to Brazil at all is notable. Speaking of Brazil, the suspicious geographic absence in the room is that yes, I have not been able to find reliable respirators that fit most people and are easily accessible to consumers in South America and Africa. This is a problem of PPE access inequity. with the slight exception of Brazil, which has their own respiratory standard, the PFF2, which is available as a 3M aura, shocking, that consumers can get for 8 real or about $1.50, which doesn't seem expensive until you consider the GDP per capita in Brazil. So yeah, this doesn't really solve the PPE inequity issue in South America. If you live somewhere in South America or Africa and have more info on respirator availability, whether it's good news or bad news, I would love to talk to you because this is an important access issue. Now, obviously, a lot of these are not usually or often the disposable respirators that are the most affordable or easy to get in shops near you. I recognize that this is just the best disposables that you can get. If the only masks you have access to have ear loops, you could use a doohickey like this to make the straps tighter around your head, or tie a knot in the straps so the mask sits closer to your face. And if you want to know more about the data behind head straps performing better than ear loops, we're diving into that very soon.